So, I just wanted to share today about how I like to tap into the spirit of life inside of me and not live in toil and not live in the knowledge of good and evil that produces death. So if you haven't learned about it, that knowledge and doing good and doing evil all produce death, and life comes from the spirit. So if you want to tap into the spirit of life, then you have to have the spirit. And so if you have the spirit, you got to meditate on the spirit and increase and magnify and focus on it every day, multiple times a day. I stop, and sometimes I wish I had more time to do that, but I can be in the middle of just listening to people talk about nothing, and I'll just focus on the spirit and start increasing it and just enjoying it. I can be in the middle of everyone being noisy around me sometimes. Of course, I always love it if there's some silence. That's always nice if I can drive with some silence or something. Sometimes when I'm cleaning or doing dishes. But the way I engage the spirit of life in me is I just focus inside myself on that little soft, gentle feeling of the presence. And it goes like, it's almost like saying shh, but it's like generating that spirit inside of me, and it's like focusing on it, and I just go, and when I'm doing that, I feel peace, I feel pleasure, I feel joy, I feel like I don't care, I'm not self-aware. And as I let my spirit expand and increase, it starts to push away all of the overthinking, over self-awareness, the thoughts in my mind that are unhelpful. And then sometimes new thoughts will come in my mind, like text this person, do this, you forgot to pay that bill. And some useful things will come to me that the spirit's just telling me. So sometimes I'll write those down or do them really quick and then come back into it. And I'll just stay in that place of peace and rest. And it starts to make all the thoughts of my mind feel light and unimportant. And it starts to expand this feeling of pleasure and joy and peace inside of me. And as you become more aware of God's spirit in you and the presence in you, you become less self-aware, less insecure, less concerned about yourself. And it also gives you a greater love for people around you. You can see them for who they are. You can see where they're at. You can just see the love in them. You can see things to enjoy and appreciate about them. So just tapping into the spirit over and over every day is my greatest enjoyment in life. And the early church fathers said the meaning of life is to enjoy God and to be enjoyed by Him. So God takes great pleasure and joy about us enjoying Him, and we take great pleasure and joy in enjoying Him as well. So it goes both ways. It's always a win-win. And all the things you have to do will come into order. It always brings my day into greater order and peace and alignment and synchrony. And I can think clearly, and things just work out and come to me that have been wasting my time. And I also do this if I'm in a place of being frustrated by anything or stressed by anything, because that stuff gets you nowhere. It doesn't make answers come to you any faster, but you just stop and you just go into the spirit and you just enjoy. And I can't think of anything else on earth that's any better than this. Consistently available, free, no side effects, satisfaction, peace, joy, reset of your identity and confidence. And just also really good for helping to forgive people and let things go. Remembering to live in generosity. Generosity is giving and forgiving. Both of those are extremely generous. So puts you in a generous place that you can constantly be forgiving and giving. And sometimes in life I have to pray harder to forgive, and sometimes it's really easy, but I've been practicing it since I was 6. That's high priority to me. Keep no record of wrongs, and also to not be offended by anyone or anything. Nothing. So just staying in that place of peace and awareness of how big God is, how amazing He is, how powerful He is, how powerful you are, and enjoying the pleasure and presence of God. And sometimes from that place I just align things that I want to happen, and I just imagine them and see them happening and working out, and I just release the plans of God over the earth, the enjoyment of God over people, or I hold different people in my heart and release love over them, release healing over them, release life over them. But usually I'm just thinking about God and enjoying Him, His pleasure, His satisfaction, His peace, that He is actually right here inside of me, one with me. And man, that is amazing. So just release pleasure and peace and alignment and satisfaction and joy over your day, and just grace that you can just tune in or tap in to the wells of living water that are inside of you, that are inside of me, that no matter if your day is amazing or no matter if your day is hard, that you can just live in that pleasure and that peace and that joy and that satisfaction and that rest, and that all the other stuff can fade away, that all the other stuff can wash away, that your mind can become one with the mind of God and be set free from all the overthinking of life, the over-awareness of yourself and other people, your over-awareness of all the things that could go wrong in the world, and just your full awareness of all the angels that are here to help you, of how big the Spirit is in you, of how easy it is to get things done, of how easy it is to bring things into order and into peace. And we're here to govern, we're here to bring peace and order, and to call chaos into order. We have this little tiny piece of the universe to govern, and we can do it so well if we just let our spirits expand and try to get out of our head. Well, actually, just don't try, just do it. Just enjoy your spirit, and your head knowledge will go, because it's not helping you at all. And if you want to read scriptures at that point, they make a lot more sense. They have a lot more layers and meanings and revelation to them when you're in the presence, when you're expanding your spirit, when you're living from that place. Yep. Anyone, anywhere, anytime, any place can have all the best things in life. This one thing that's free, it's literally the best thing in life. It's for all of us. God in us, one with Him, here and now, the Garden of Eden, pleasures forevermore, life and life abundantly.